It's Real Talk Live, ladies and gentlemen. James, it's been a while. How's it going?
It's been a long time. It's going all right. How are you?
I'm good. So we were talking yesterday, and I had told you, actually, I wanted to do this last night, but I know you're at work, so I know it's hard doing this after a long day at work. So we pushed it to today. A lot of news came out yesterday. Throughout the whole week itself, but yesterday in general, what I want to talk about and I want us to discuss throughout the course of the show is exactly what, either came out yesterday or during the week.
Okay.
So we got a lot of things finally, because look, I've been saying this since I started this YouTube channel back in February. There were little things that came up and came out around that time, but not as much to talk about. And then, of course, the pandemic hit, so there was literally nothing to report. We did our best. I think in older segments, and our older segments of Real Talk, it's not like we had nothing to say, but it wasn't, as far as like juicy tidbits, it's all rumor and speculation anyway. Nothing was really concrete,
right? Nothing was etched in stone. Yeah.
Which actually, another thing I wanted to talk about, I didn't write down. I don't have the screen capture on, but we'll talk about it anyway. Apparently, there were Tenet reviews. The reviews that are out are already on Tenet for.
Oh wow! Right.
Yeah, well, because of the people that get to see it first. What are those? The critics.
Right.
So critics were able to screen an early screening of Tenet. So there are reviews out. We'll go over that in a little bit as well later. So you and I were talking about a few things last night. I figure we'll save the bigger stories for later on tonight.
Okay.
Not later on tonight. It's not like we're going to be on for a couple hours, but you know what I mean. Towards the end of the show. So let's talk about something that we were talking about last night that I still can't believe is even a topic of a conversation. But you're the one that brought this up to me. So we got an Exorcist reboot reportedly coming to theaters next year.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I talked about this, and how many times have we discussed in nauseum the remakes?
You know my opinion on it.
The reboots.
I'm going to talk about it, so I'll say it again. But like you said, you know what? And I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. A reboot necessarily isn't the same as a remake. It's like another retelling of the story. But you know what? Who knows? It could be good. But my personal opinion, how many times do we need to retell the story? Like, we all know the story. They developed a series from it, which I actually really liked.
The series tied into it.
Right.
Which I thought was...
But I'm saying it was based from the movie, which I thought was really good. And I was kind of upset that it got canceled. I was looking forward to... Well, season 2 really wasn't. The first one was actually really good.
First season was amazing. Second season, I didn't even finish. I wasn't crazy about it.
Yeah, it fell off. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
I expected more out of it.
You just made the statement, how many times are you going to retell the story? They only told it once, and that was almost 50 years ago. By the time this comes out, it'll be almost 50 years before the original. Now, they had sequels. And when
I said that, I didn't mean just The Exorcist. I mean, like, other, reboots. I meant reboots in general, like, how they do with Halloween, like, and don't get me wrong, Halloween, actually, me and you went to see it. We enjoyed it. We thought it was really good. But I really enjoyed it. Like that,
I really enjoyed the Halloween reboot.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do this right, and if they tie it in like they did, if they tie it into the original, like the series did, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sequel, but if they tie in the original elements, and there were, and I'm not going to go over the article too much, but in one of the articles it said that, the mother, what was it? Ellen Burstyn was the mother's name?
Ellen Burstyn, yes.
So you got Ellen Burstyn still alive. Obviously, Linda Blair is still alive.
Max von Sydow passed away.
Yeah, he died, and pretty much all the original characters are dead.
Jason Miller, I think, was the other Reverend.
Yeah. So they could, if they do incorporate, I'm not saying they have to, but if they do incorporate the mother or even Linda Blair, again,
I'm just curious how they would tie them into it.
There's really nothing set in stone. If they supposedly reached out to, and then the other thing is too, which is weird, and let me go to the actual thing. I removed it. So let me add it to the stream. Let me go to it. So there was a tweet. So the company that wants to do this, the production company
Morgan
that wants
Creek.
to do it.
Yeah.
Morgan, you said Morgan Creek?
Yeah.
They came out with a tweet 5 years ago saying, for the record, we will never attempt to remake The Exorcist.
Right, and that's actually what I was trying to bring up to you yesterday. Yeah.
So if they're either going back on their word, because again, this is from 5 years ago, or they are going to do it like the report says that it's possibly because it's not a remake and it is a reboot. They might tie into the original franchise. Not necessarily the prequels, like what was it, Exorcist Dominion and the other
Dominion,
one.
Yeah, and then the version you've never seen, that one.
Yeah, I actually like the version we've never seen.
Yeah, I thought that was really good too.
I went to see that in the theater when they first released it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That one scene that they cut when she crawls down the stairs backwards like a spider.
What was that, 2000? I think that came out.
I believe it was 2000. So I mean, again, if it's done right. Now here's one that I didn't write down. I don't have any I'm gonna get out of that. I don't have any what do you call it? Screen capture or anything on the tab for this. But let's talk about another thing that I totally almost forgot to talk about. Let's talk about the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles reboot that they want to come out with. Now that's a reboot. That has nothing to do with. They're not going to tie it into the series. That is a complete remake.
Right. Yeah.
So let's not even call it a reboot. I'm sorry, a remake.
It is a remake. Yeah. Which doesn't really make sense to me.
With Will Smith and Kevin Hart. So I commented on one of the YouTube channels that reported it, and I watched it and I commented on it, and this is exactly what I said, and I'll repeat what I said. Not word for word, but this is basically what I said. I love Will Smith as an actor. I think he's great. I've pretty much liked every movie he's ever been in, with the exception of a couple. I think Kevin Hart is hysterical. I enjoy his stand-up, and I enjoy the movies that he's been in, especially the ones with The Rock. Will this movie be funny? Probably. It'll probably be really funny. But John Hughes, what he was able to do with all of his movies back in the 80s, and everybody said this, he treated his teenage cast members with respect. That was number one that always came out. And number two is that his movies had heart. They all had like this heartfelt theme to it. And again, I'm not saying that they're going to disregard this in the remake, but I just feel like it's not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to duplicate that heart.
No.
And again, it has nothing to do with Will Smith. It has nothing to do with Kevin Hart. It could be fucking John Candy Jr. and Steve Martin Jr. reprising the role. We're not reprising, what I'm saying, filling the roles. I still don't think it's a good idea.
The chemistry is not going to be the same.
It may not even be about a chemistry. I think Will Smith and Kevin Hart might actually be a funny duo, but it's a story that I really don't feel like needs to be retold.
No.
There's so many other different movies that you can remake, which I'm not saying that you need to, because I don't think you need to.
I don't think anything has to be remade. No.
You want to take these characters, make a similar kind of film, make it your own way, do it your own thing. Why call it Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? What the fuck's the point? It just doesn't make any sense. And again, Will Smith, great actor, I think.
I mean, I don't have a problem with either one of them. I mean, I think Kevin Hart's a funny comedian. I mean, as an actor, I mean, he's only done, he's a comedic actor.
Yeah.
Will Smith, actually has done a lot of different roles. So, I mean, I think he's actually a pretty good actor. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Ali. And,
Pursuit of Happiness, 7 Pounds. I mean, those were his dramatic roles.
Yeah.
Independence Day, I loved. Even
talk about
even Hitch with Kevin James.
Dramatic role when he plays Sidney Poitier's son, 6 Degrees of Separation.
Right.
He won. Well, I don't know if he won. Well, he was nominated for supporting actor.
Well, he's proven that he can do both. He's proven he can do comedy and he can do.
He was nominated for Ali.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Probably. Yeah. The other thing is, believe it or not, the movie Due Date with Zach Galifianakis and what do you call it, Robert Downey Jr. They call that almost a fucking almost a remake of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. They just didn't remake. They just didn't call it Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But the concept of the movie is almost exactly the same. Almost.
I never thought of it that way.
Except I really wasn't crazy about Due Date. I didn't think it was all that good.
It was okay.
But again, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know if this is actually happening. This is a year away. The way they did Halloween, And I'm eager for the sequels one was supposed to come out this year and the other one's supposed to come out next year, but obviously things are being pushed back. But we both seen the reboot in the theater. We both loved it.
I thought it was great. I think they did a really good job with it. I was actually surprised because I didn't think I was going to like it.
No, I think it was better than any sequels that they really came out with in recent years, and I definitely liked it way more than the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Yeah,
I did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought the first White Zombie, the first Rob Zombie reboot that he did, part 1 was okay. I thought part 2 was trash. It was horrible. I thought it was horrible. And then you go to the other Halloween sequels. What was it? 5 or 6 that I thought was we tried watching that at my house a few months ago.
6 really wasn't that.
6 was bad.
Yeah, it was not.
4 and 5 were okay. Obviously, 3 has nothing to do with Michael Myers.
I actually really liked Halloween H2O. I thought it was great.
Halloween H2O was probably my favorite single.
Yeah.
And Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
No. Honestly, it wasn't. I thought it was
great.
I thought Resurrection was better than 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe even better than 5. I have to rewatch 5.
I like 5 a lot. I don't know. I do. I like 4 and 5 a lot. Yeah, I do.
I have 4 and 5 on a what do you call it? A combo disc DVD.
Right.
So I want to rewatch 5 because it's been a while. But part 2 for a while was my favorite.
Yeah, I love part 2.
I used to like part 2 over the original for some reason. I don't know why.
Part 2 actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think the one we went to see was actually supposed to be. They were talking about it. That was actually supposed to be, in storyline wise, the sequel.
Yeah, no. So part 2.
Getting at?
Part 2 doesn't supposedly exist.
Right.
This was
but yeah.
This was a direct sequel to the first one, the original.
In the retelling, it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Basically, that's what we're getting at in a nutshell.
Yeah. I mean, the movie obviously exists, but in the retelling. So again, I don't know if that's what they plan on doing with the Exorcist reboot, or whatever. But so we got that, and then we got another thing that unrelated because this is sports. I do want to cover this because it's a big deal. Not only because it's sports, but just because.
Something to talk about. Yeah.
So we got Mets' limited coronavirus infection showed it was probably inevitable it would hit a New York team. When they return, they are a team worth watching. So basically, without reading this whole thing, the Mets are the latest team to get hit with the corona bug. I mean, right now, as it stands, and this is today's this is an article from earlier today. As it stands, it's still only 1 player and 1 staff member, and I don't think they came out and said who it is.
Right.
But the last night's game against the Marlins was canceled, and then this weekend,
the rest of this weekend, the series
that they were supposed to face the Yankees is canceled. So they'll know more about this on Monday. They're going to do contact tracing, make sure they want to try to figure out how they got it. But I mean, come on. I mean, I don't think it's any surprise. They were just in Florida. What do you expect?
Right. And we said this once we found out about, and which brings me back to my original opinion, and I'm sure you'll agree. The season is a bust. It should have never have happened. A 60-game season is a complete joke. And look at the results of it. And yet they're still continuing to go on with the season. And
they're the 14.
Who else is going to get it next? As a matter of fact, my uncle, I was talking to him. He was here last week. The Cardinals had to play something about 11 double headers or something like that. I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when he was telling me that.
Well, they got to catch up, and any doubleheader they play a day and night, it's a 7-inning game. But still, what does that do?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the 14 now to get hit, and all it does is takes games away from them. But at the same time, like you said, now they have to make it up in doubleheaders.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a shortened season as it is. It puts a lot of strain on your players, but at the same time, players have kept. So I'm not saying because because we've already known that this can be a lethal virus, but it's not even from a lethal standpoint. It's also, or a fatal standpoint. Players that have gotten it have said that they still not are 100. They are not 100%.
Right.
That it does something to their body even after they've recovered.
Yeah.
Whether it's their lung capacity is not the same.
You can imagine anybody who has an underlying illness.
Yeah.
How long it even takes for somebody like that to recover. So.
You got one player, I think it was from the Reds, that reported he's got heart problems now because of it.
Wow.
So, but here's the other thing, though, that I don't understand. Florida was one of the known states that was hit hard in recent weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they playing there? Why don't they just move to another location and play their home games there? I mean, there's no people in the stands. You have an artificial crowd anyway. Why couldn't they just play in a different stadium? Why are they letting the teams that are playing in cities that are infected, why are they letting them host? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
So I thought it was inevitable for a team that does travel to Miami to get hit with this.
Right.
You just can't contain it. You really can't.
But then also think of it this: if you're going to leave again and go somewhere else, you're risking taking it. You're traveling again.
Going to another
else.
So right now, that's what the protocol is. The Mets are quarantining. They're trying to figure out the contact tracing, see where they got it from, and try to basically pinpoint where it is and isolate it. But that's very hard. And again, you have. What is it? 28 other teams? Oh, is it 30 or 32? I always fucking forget. I always get my sports mixed up.
30.
30? You got 29 other teams you got to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, I know there aren't. There's no East Coast, West Coast games. You're not playing a West Coast team. There's no traveling like that. It's basically within the region, but still, again, you could have moved.
It's a waste of the season.
You could have moved the Marlins to another stadium and hosted it. This should have been done.
I don't know. My heart's not in it this season. My head's not in it.
Yeah. Same. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do watch highlights. I don't have live TV, so I can't really watch the games. I have been watching highlights. I still look, dude. I know you're the same. I'm still a fan.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Do I?
But just even to watch a highlight though, and see these cardboard cutouts in the stand. I mean. I'm like,
I got used to it.
Believe what I'm looking at. I'm like, am I?
I got used to it. It's not the cardboard cutouts. I really don't care about the.
The funniest thing had to be when they put Brownie from Weekend at Bernie's.
That was great, Bernie Lomax. I'm still waiting for them to put cardboard cutouts of the fucking
that definitely
of the
awesome. The Indians
of the Cleveland Indians, yeah. But. No, dude, it's not the fanless stadiums that bothers me. It's just the amount of games we're getting and the quality of the quality of the sport. That's what I'm talking about.
It diminishes it, definitely.
It does. We're halfway done.
And what was there? Look at all the shit that's happened.
The playoffs start in 4 weeks?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Look at this. Well, why? And then we got to top it all off. We got NBA playoffs going on now in August.
Well, so the NBA and NHL did it the smartest way.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
And it was easier for them because they only had to finish just a few games of the season.
They didn't have that much left, yeah.
Yeah, and they just started the playoffs.
Right.
So, I think they're doing it, especially in the NBA, because they're playing in a bubble and they're playing, all their games are basically in the same vicinity.
Right.
So there's no traveling or whatever. So I think the NBA had a better plan.
Smart. Yeah, definitely smart.
So, and I said this before, it made more sense for the NBA and the NHL to whatever. But, baseball and football, that's a different story. So we've got to see what happens with the NFL. Yeah. So we got another story really quick. Try to change, we'll try to change it up. Not just movies, not just sports, but so today I listened to it already and I'm looking forward to the next album that comes out in a little over a month. Deftones announced the new album, to which off air, I tried to do some research. I wanted to know how to say it. I didn't know if the album was called Ohms, but apparently it should be an acronym because they said it was the first letter of a certain amount of songs on their previous song titles of previous albums. So I believe the correct way to say it is OHMS. So. Right. So the title track that they released today, or midnight last night, it's now on iTunes. I listened to it. It's actually pretty good, you know. And like I said, I wasn't really crazy. I mean, I am a Deftones fan.
Yeah,
I wasn't crazy with Gore. Gore came out in 2016, as you can just see. That was the last LP.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to this album next month, because I am a Deftones fan. I mean, my favorite album is probably White Pony.
Yeah, I like White Pony too. But like you said,
or Around the Fur.
It's always good to hear new music come out.
It's probably a toss up between Around the Fur and White Pony. But and if I had to pick, it's so hard to pick. I mean,
is that the one that Passenger was on that?
White Pony has Passenger, right. Digital Bath, and I believe Change in the House of Flies.
That's probably one of my favorite songs.
That's what I was about to say. And Around the Fur has Be Quiet and Drive, and Summer, Shove It. I think it's called Shove It.
That song too, yeah.
But Be Quiet and Drive, even that acoustic version that came out was really good. I believe that was on the Little Nicky soundtrack. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. If anybody's a Deftones fan, I would definitely give it a check. You know, I have Apple Music, so I got to listen to the song. But you know, and again, I'm anticipating their album, and I look forward to it. But yeah, so Passenger is probably like definitely one of my favorites. If not Change in the House of Flies.
Right.
Which was that on Queen of the Damned soundtrack?
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, so, and also related to music, not related to Deftones. Let me get out of this. Nickelback, actually, I think it was last week. They came out, and I sent it to you. I sent you the link. Right? Did I?
No, you didn't send me the link.
I thought I shared it to you. I shared it with you. I just told you about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did a cover of The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Did you listen to it yet?
No, not yet. I will. Yeah, no, I'm gonna listen to it.
It's a really good version. I know a lot of people hate on Nickelback, which I don't know. I still to this day.
They're really underrated band.
I mean, are they my favorite band? No, but I just don't understand why they get hate. I don't get it. I think every album since Silver Side Up, because although
honestly, a lot of what people don't realize about Nickelback is a lot of their best songs are not even hits.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I look at them. Yeah, I mean,
don't get me wrong. I enjoy the hits, but you're right.
Tell me not. Their best songs are probably not the ones that are not that aren't hits.
Yeah.
The ones that you don't hear 100 times. Well, you know, or when we did hear them over and over and over again. I
mean, there are a few hits that I'm not crazy about. Like, I'm not really crazy about Photograph. You know, that, and there was a few other ones. They just got a little poppy towards, recent.
Commercialized, yeah.
But their older stuff, the harder stuff was actually really good. What's the What's the title?
The Long Road Home is probably one of my favorite albums. So I like.
What was the title of the song? I like the pants around your feet.
Oh, that's
I like your pants.
That's on the Long Road Home.
Yeah. That's a really good song, and like you said, that's a really good album.
That album is, I guess I should have listened. That's a great. I love that song.
Yes. Too. I mean, I still like the classics. I still like How You Remind Me.
I swear, that's definitely what made me like Nickelback.
There's another song on that album called Too Bad.
Too Bad is great. I love that song.
I think that was about his dad, right? Was that about his dad, or was that about somebody else's dad?
I'm not 100% sure on that one, but definitely a great song.
I mean, the lyrics. I mean, basically, the dad's hitting on the mom, hitting on the kid.
Was that Too Bad?
Wasn't it?
No, I think you're mixing that up with another. Hold on a second.
You're right. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not Too Bad.
But
I will find it. I will find it in a second. But it's on the same album. It's on Silver Side Up.
I think you're right. Yeah, it is on that album. Oh, Never Again. Never Again.
Never Again. You're right. Never Again. Yeah.
That's another good song.
He's been like this before, but not like this.
Right.
I've seen him before. Not like
song. Yeah.
Yeah. But Too Bad was another one on that album that I liked, and Just For is another song that was never a single, but Just For was actually really good as well. But yeah, so that's that. So that's the music news. That's the other entertainment news. And we're gonna get back to movies, and we're gonna get to the heart of some of our bigger what do you call it, stories, topics. So, I mean, it's the background as well, but let's get a look at this.
The Batman.
So we got the Batman. So Matt Reeves. So we got, and again, I don't know if you know about this, but tomorrow it's a 24-hour event. It's going to be split into 2 days now. It was originally going to be one, but now they're going to have it tomorrow and another day in September.
I actually might want to check some of this out, actually.
But Matt Reeves is excited to share the very first look at our official Batman logo. So that was a tweet. I don't know. Wait, Mike, are you seeing this?
What?
The tweet? The other page that I just went to, or no?
Yeah, I can see the tweet. Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, to look closer, but yeah.
So you see the logo right here?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the logo, which looks more like an actual bat, and I made a comment. It's not this one, but there was another one where it didn't have.
Really cool. I like that a little bit.
I said it looked like not this one. It was another one, and I'll show you off screen later because I don't know how to find it. But I made a comment on YouTube to another channel. I said it almost looks like the really bad animated Bela Lugosi vampire from Dracula. You know, before Bela Lugosi becomes when he becomes a bat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So he revealed that. And we talked about this, or I talked about this on my on this channel back in February when they first did this screen test with Pattinson in the suit.
Yeah.
And let me get out of this. So with Pattinson in the suit, and then you see on his chest piece are metal objects,
Mm-hmm.
and they said it was definitely a weapon that he had made. And more news has come out that and I don't know if this was confirmed, but apparently it's made from the gun that Joe Chill, the character Joe Chill, used to kill his parents in the alleyway.
Oh wow! Okay.
So he took the gun and he made it into a chess piece, and that's what the logo looks. That's why it looks more like a bat. So I'm actually looking forward to this version of Batman.
I am too. You know what? And I'm going to take back some of the things that I said, and I had mentioned this to you earlier. Like I cracked a lot of jokes on Pattinson, but you know what? I really don't got nothing against the guy. And I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. You never know. I mean, he's an actor. Let's see what kind of an actor he is. Let's see if he can pull this role off. You know.
Apparently,
we talked about it earlier, like a couple of months ago back, how we said that he stopped working out for the role. I mean, I'm hoping to see, like, you know, the finishing. I'm dying to see a trailer. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to see.
Well, I think that's going to be shown. I think they're going to show something tomorrow.
They're going to show. Oh, yeah, I was going to say tomorrow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I mean, look, it's a big event. Originally, they had a surprise.
Watch this now. How do we watch this?
You got to go on the website, dcfandom.com.
Oh, DC Fandom. Okay.
So I'm already logged in. I already created an account. You know, it's free. You don't pay. It's a free thing.
Right.
I logged in. I already clicked the things that I'm interested in watching. I think the only thing they modified, I don't think there's going to be a secret panel now tomorrow. I don't know if that's, I don't know what they were going to originally announce tomorrow on the secret panel, but it could have been the next story that we're about to talk about.
Okay. And
it makes sense.
What time does it start?
10 a.m. Pacific, so 1 o'clock here.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, and it's throughout the whole day. So it's something that, you know, I'm gonna try to catch bits and pieces. You know, they're gonna unveil a Suicide Squad video game by Rockstar. Not
wow.
Rockstar. I think Rocksteady. I'm sorry, Rocksteady is the game. Rockstar is GTA,
right.
But I believe Rocksteady is the game developer.
First, when you said it's the first one, Rockstar's doing it. Okay.
Yeah. So you got that. I think they're gonna probably hopefully show a little bit of the Suicide Squad movie that's coming out next year. Wonder Woman 84, which I think is still coming out later on this year. Apparently they might discuss Black Adam, which is going to be featuring The Rock. Maybe some Aquaman stuff, Shazam 2. It's anything that's DC movie related.
Right.
And there's other things. There's other halls you can visit. I think the event that's coming up in September is going to be more TV related. I don't know how they're breaking it up, but there was just way too much content to watch in 24 hours. You just can't do it. So I think a lot of people are complaining about that, and they're like, okay, you know what? Maybe we should break this up into two. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Look, I'm not a big DC fan. I'm more of a Marvel guy. I enjoyed the Michael Keaton Batmans growing up. I enjoyed the Christopher Nolan's trilogy very much. I actually enjoyed Batman vs Superman. I thought Ben Affleck's Batman was
great. Yeah, I thought he was great.
I think Ben Affleck.
Good job.
Yeah, I think that was good. There was just a few of the DC movies were a miss for me. So far, I did like Wonder Woman. I love Joker.
Joker was great.
Joker was great. I definitely love Joker. Aquaman didn't do anything for me. Shazam, I actually thought was really good. Surprisingly good. Shazam was great. You know what I just recently watched too the other night because it's on HBO now? Birds of Prey.
How was it?
With Harley Quinn. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that more than the original Suicide Squad.
Okay.
It's an all-female cast.
I haven't seen Suicide Squad. Yeah.
I would. I mean, they're coming out with another one, so I would. Mm-hmm. I think the James Gunn version is going to be better. I'm hoping it is.
Now, here's what I wanted to bring up to you, though, before we talk about...
Yeah, go ahead.
Get into it. Before Pattinson took on the role of Batman,
yeah,
Matt Reeves was still doing it. Wasn't it originally supposed to be Ben Affleck playing him?
Well, originally Ben Affleck was supposed to direct it.
He was, right? I thought so. But he was also going to play him too, right?
But then he was going to play him, yeah.
Right, okay. All right.
Yeah. And then they decided to go a different route.
Okay.
So this is going to be I'm assuming it's going to be like a standalone. I really don't know what they're going to do as far as connectivity like Marvel does. You know, like how everything was connected. And originally the DCEU, the DC Extended Universe was supposed to be all connected. You had the Wonder Woman. You had Aquaman.
I gotta watch Wonder Woman. I haven't seen that yet.
And you have Flash, which is coming out with, which we're going to get into in a second, which is coming out with his own movie as well. So everything was supposed to be connected. The only movies that really were standalone, we had Suicide Squad, which had really nothing to do with it, although Ben Affleck's Batman's in it briefly. So it was connected, but it wasn't. And Shazam was directly connected somewhat as well because it was supposed to feature Henry Cavill at the end, but you don't see his face. And then Birds of Prey is standalone. Joker obviously standalone. I mean, Joker, for all intents and purposes, isn't even really a comic book movie. It's just
Joker was phenomenal.
Yeah. Really. By far, they're probably their best. The modern DC era of film, by far. But we'll wait and see because I'm looking forward to it. And I
want to bring this up. The DC version of Joker, what they did with Joker, I would have kind of liked to have seen Marvel do that with the Hulk.
How so?
Well, how they used him, how without the CGI and stuff like that, use it like as a real guy, like kind of how sort of what they did with the TV show in a way.
No, I don't think that would work anymore because that was such a cheesy. I mean, don't get me wrong, we both loved it.
Dude, I mean, it was great. it
was.
Saying when you don't think it would work, they couldn't pull it off. Maybe.
Yeah,
not.
No, you can't. You can't. I mean, it doesn't. They tried to do standalone Hulk movies. They don't work. For some reason, I don't know why. I mean, I personally think it's just because they didn't do it right.
I love the character, and I love the TV show. I mean, I like the Edward Norton version.
I was just about to say that the Ed Norton version wasn't bad at all.
Oh,
the Ang Lee, Eric Banya. Is it Eric Banya or Eric Bana?
Eric Bana. That was terrible.
It was bad.
Horrible.
That was horrible. With the Hulk dogs.
Yeah.
So stupid. That was stupid.
Remember the video game that came out with after?
What?
Did you play that, the video game? It was the Hulk video game?
I actually did. I did play the Hulk video game. I forgot about that. You're right.
The PS2? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but look, I just feel like they have yet to do, and I don't know if they have the rights to it yet. I don't think they do. So I don't think they can do a Hulk standalone movie anyway right now. So that's why they've been trying to tell his story within other stories. But for some reason, I don't know why. Because you're right. I feel like Hulk by him. I love the Hulk. I love the character. I really wish it would have been done right.
The story itself is great. And if they could have done that, like what they did with Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix, but did that with the Hulk, and then, like you said, throw the CGI in that just for the transformation part, that could work. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, but the Joker it's hard to do because when you say do it like they did with the Joker was a movie about not only society, but, about people with disorders, mental.
More realistic. It was more believable. It was believable too.
Yeah, and then they call the Joker and they made him Joker. But at the same time, it was like you can't really make a realistic movie about a guy turning green.
No, well, you know what I mean, but not exactly turning green, but that he has this virus or whatever, and I mean, it's possible.
So now you want to give Bill Bixby the coronavirus?
So you know what I mean, not a virus, but.
I got the virus.
It's kind of what he has.
I'm fucking pissed. I got the virus.
Well, not a virus, but it's fucking gamma. Yeah, exactly.
He's got gamma. Gamma hammer.
Gamma radiation virus.
He comes out in the what do you call it? MC Hammer fucking pants. He goes, Gamma time.
Gamma.
MC Gamma. Gamma time. So our last the last topic that we have, and we were alluding to earlier. I don't have a screen capture for that, but is Ben Affleck is back, and I still think his iteration of Batman is the best iteration of the modern Batman. I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked Michael Keaton. I wasn't ever crazy about Val Kilmer's Batman, and nor Clooney.
Yeah.
Now,
Kilmer was better than Clooney, actually.
The Dark Knight trilogy were great movies.
Yeah.
I think the best DC movies to date, especially Dark Knight. But
Very good.
Christian Bale's Batman, no.
Oh, you mean? I know what you mean.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What this version of the Batman, because it was more brutal, the way he would take down his enemies. I know he was an older Batman, but it was more believable. And I thought Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, actually, it worked.
He did a really good job. Man.
Did a really good job, and there was no growling. I always said, if you take Ben Affleck's Batman and put him in the Nolan trilogy, it's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Perfect. It made more sense to have a voice changer in the suit to distort the voice instead of going, where's the Joker? But I'm glad. So what this means, though, and I'll tell you what this means. I don't know if it means he's going to be Batman in future films. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to be doing from here on out. The only thing that he is announced for is the new Flashpoint movie. So Flashpoint, in that storyline in the comics, Barry Allen, the Flash, messes with dimensions, messes with time. He goes to alternate realities. I think one Flashpoint, the Wayne's family, the parents are still alive, and the Bruce Wayne's dad is Batman. So I forgot what it was. Honestly, I I might be wrong in how I'm explaining it, but there was just different realities, and that's why Michael Keaton's Batman is back. He's going to be in this. It makes sense now to have Ben Affleck's Batman. So they're going to have different Batmans from different times.
Yeah, variations. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
So it just makes sense for Ben Affleck to be returning. So again, is it exciting that he's back? Of course it is exciting, but it just makes sense for what they're doing. It's the same example. So it's the same thing with the whole
time frames of the character. Yeah.
It's the whole Spider-Verse thing that everybody was talking about because of that cartoon that came out and it had all different versions of Spider-Man from different dimensions. Right. People were talking about a live-action Spider-Man, which would see a Tobey Maguire or an Andrew Garfield, along with Tom Holland, because it's all different dimensions. It's it's the Spider-Verse. So
yeah, it makes sense.
In this iteration of the Flash and with the multiverse, it's very possible that you're going to see different versions of the characters. So that's why, hopefully Val Kilmer's not there. Imagine, hey guys, remember when I was Batman?
I don't know, man. I liked Val Kilmer as Batman. I thought Jim Carrey was fantastic as the Riddler.
Well, yeah. No, the problem with the problem with Batman Forever, not to get too off topic, but the problem with Batman Forever was just an overload of villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, Two-Face. Yeah, the Riddler. Yeah, Bane. Poison Ivy.
Oh, no, Poison Ivy was,
no. Poison Ivy and Bane were in is Batman and Robin. I'm sorry. You're right. And Mr. Freeze. That was, there was a lot more wrong with that one too.
Batman and Robin? I didn't even notice that. Really?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
A stupid version of Batman and Robin though. I don't know if you can hear it because it sounds like gunshots in the background, but there's fireworks again.
No way, really?
Still fireworks. Unbelievable.
What are we celebrating? That it's still not over yet? Coronavirus?
No, we're celebrating the unemployment extension. We did it. Another day without progress. But did you see Justice League?
No.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, that was another version of Ben Affleck's Batman in that one.
Right. He was in that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I might have watched it at your house actually.
No, you didn't.
No.
No. I didn't watch Justice League that much.
No? Okay.
I mean, I own it, but I haven't really seen it that much. I'm looking forward to Snyder's cut.
I'm sorry. I'm getting confused with Avengers, with Thanos and the rings and all that. And, that was Avengers, right?
There's no rings, but what Avengers did you watch in my house?
Endgame.
You never watched Endgame in my house.
I had to. You showed me the clips over and over and over again.
I showed you on my phone.
No, you showed it to me in your house.
I did?
Yeah. All
right. But yeah, don't confuse Avengers Endgame or anything related to Marvel with Justice League, because that movie was just absolute crap. But I'm looking forward to the Snyder cut that's coming out in HBO Max next year, and a lot of things to look forward to over the weekend. I'm also looking forward to the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer. I was hoping to do a trailer reaction to it today. It's supposed to come out yesterday. Didn't. I thought maybe today. Nothing. So we'll see. I don't know. It might come out tomorrow. I have no idea. I can't believe that this is it by me or is this by you, these fireworks?
No, there's no fireworks here.
Bro, it's nonstop right now. And this hasn't been like this the last few days.
I can't even hear it.
It's like, oh, Joe's recording finally.
They're celebrating you being back. That's it.
I'm back, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I had to take a little bit of a break. I took a break off of Facebook.
Yeah.
I needed a break from that. I know we were doing the trivias, and we're gonna take a little break from that. We might have something coming up next week. But as far as this, dude, if things continue to come out news-wise, concrete news, You know, the one thing I don't want to do with this channel is do speculation and rumor and or any clickbait or anything like that. Anything that I'm going to try to cover.
No, you got to have concrete evidence.
Is concrete. You know, obviously the stories that we did, the Exorcist reboot is, you know, is it concrete? No, but there's talks about it everywhere. It's on every news site.
And they really wouldn't be talking about it if something wasn't really in the works. So.
Ben Affleck returning is a thing. The Batman coming out with Matt Reeves, you know, directing is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's apparently, unfortunately, I should say, I'm sorry, with the coronavirus is a thing, and all the music that we covered. So that's what I'm trying to do, you know, and the more things that come out, I'm going to try to do a lot more reaction videos or reviews and stuff like that. So
then I kind of want to do another one of our movie stream topics too.
Yeah, we just got to figure out. We got to figure out what movie to do it on.
Okay.
You know, try to get a movie that everybody's into and interested in. And we'll see what happens from there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I still want to do another stream with stuff that you and I talked about off air. Okay. You know, the climate of what's going on and stuff like that. Oh, let me ask you a question off topic. Have you noticed that Instagram changed its layout a little bit?
I noticed something today, actually. For a second, I was looking at it.
So apparently when you go through your feed, you know, of the people that you follow, eventually that cuts off. And if you don't click view older posts, it just takes you to people you don't know.
Oh, see, I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through right now. These are people I follow. These are people I follow. I get to this part where it says you're all caught up.
Yeah.
If I don't click view older posts and I just continue to keep scrolling, those are all these are all hold on. These are all people that I don't follow. I don't even know.
Why would they?
But that's in my feed. That's in my feed. That's in my feed.
I don't know. They're asking me if I'm a registered voter.
Oh, well, yeah, I am a registered voter. I clicked out of that. I'm already registered. And I already told you. I'm not going to get into it now. I already told you who I'm going to vote for. I haven't voted in, and this is horrible, but again, because I really don't care about politics, but I haven't voted since 1996. How crazy is that? 24 fucking years. I haven't voted.
Is it really that crazy? I don't know.
6 presidential terms.
I don't know. To me, all it is just turns, you talk about things, it just turns into an argument. It's like it's not safe to have an opinion anymore.
Well, that's why I got rid of Facebook. That's why I deactivated Facebook. Yeah. You know, anybody who wants to watch me that we know have to come on here. You know, it's not hard to get a YouTube channel.
Right.
You want to do trivia, we can do it on here. Look, it's not worth sharing anything on Facebook because unless you hashtag it anything political, unless you hashtag it anything that, it's anything other than positivity, Facebook doesn't care.
No. And it's not Facebook, it's the people who are on Facebook.
No, it's a combination of the two. It's the it's the Facebook algorithms that are fucking stupid because I guarantee you if I would have posted something negative on Facebook, everybody would have seen it. That's number one.
And everybody would have commented on it too.
And exactly. And then that's the other thing too. The more interactions the post get, the more people see it. So it is a combination. Don't get me wrong. It is a combination of two. That's why anytime anybody posts.
An example is when I posted the thing with Charlie Sheen and the
Corey Haim.
Corey Haim. If I didn't post that, if it would have just been a general post about it, nobody would have cared.
You would have shared, dude. If you would have shared a YouTube video of Stain playing a cover song,
not one person would have gave a shit.
Nope.
Not one person.
Nope. But the thing is too, and that's why when people post that stupid thing in their
people used to always give a shit about music. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares about nothing.
That stupid thing that people copy and paste that I've done this and it works. All my friends are now can see my stuff. No one cares no, it's not that.
That's ridiculous too.
It's because first of all, you do see whenever I was going through my Facebook feed, it was the same 10 or 12 people. And it's true. I wasn't seeing other people's shit anymore. It was just the same 10 or 12. But that's because those are the most interactive people on your thing.
Right. Yeah. What did you say? I'm trying to remember what you said. You said something like, No, it just turns out these people are ignoring you.
Yeah, that's what I put on one of my Facebook posts. I did this and it works. It turns out this doesn't work. They're just
Everybody's
fucking ignoring you.
you.
Everybody's just ignoring you. You know, and I guarantee what I originally I had a little of, I don't really have that many friends. I always kept my Facebook friends short. Well, I didn't keep them short. I kept my list. Hey, no, you're 5'8". Fuck you. You're off. No, I kept my list very short, and I only had a little over 300 people. Before I deactivated recently, I was down to 273, and that's because it was a combination of people I had to block because they were racist bigots, and
like you said, people you have no interactions with whatsoever,
and no interactions with whatsoever. People I've known my whole life.
On Instagram, actually, than there is on Facebook.
Yeah,
we talked about that too.
Yeah. So, you know, I kept
you got all these followers, and then meanwhile you get like the same people like it every day. You know, the same people like your post, and nobody, and all these other followers. Like, what are they even there for?
Yeah. And the other thing is too, like I said, it's just you have 300 people, and you only get like just a few likes or no comments or whatever. And again, I'm not saying that what I post is it needs 1,000 likes. No, that's not what I mean. But like, if you're my friend and you've been following me for years,
you don't acknowledge anything.
Don't acknowledge nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
And don't get me wrong. I also know this for a fact. I was probably so you know how you can unfollow somebody, so you're friends with them, but you unfollow them.
Yeah.
So you can't see what they post.
Yeah.
I know people have done that for me. Whether it was the poems I used to post, or I remember I went through that like what was that, about like 9 years ago or 10 years ago? I went through that phase where I was posting.
How can you tell that somebody's actually done that?
You don't know.
Oh, but you said I know that people have done that with me, so you don't really know for sure.
No, but I'm almost positive.
You're just saying in general, yeah.
Yeah, because why else wouldn't they be able to see anything else I post? They had to have unfollowed me. You know, and again, I get it. There were a few things I used to post that were a little annoying, especially remember when I was doing all the girls, the girls the women that I used to think were hot.
Yeah, but I mean that was like 8 years ago. Dude.
No, that was 10 years ago.
Whatever, yeah, it's a long time ago.
But if somebody unfollows you, they're not going to follow you back. Again, that's only speculation. But again, if I know you, or if I don't know you, it was even easier for me to do so. But if I know you and you don't even say a word, there's no point.
Yeah, what's the point?
There's no point. Like, you're not, like, what are you following me for? You stalking me? Like, if you're not going to say something, like, it's right now nobody's watching live, but there were a few people watching live before. Nobody can even drop a comment. Just say hello. I'm not going to bite. You know, but I don't know. And even promoting the this video that we're doing now on Instagram. Like, nobody cares. And but it's a shame. It really is a shame. It's a shame where people are at right now. And I get it. Look, I get there are more important things in the world than fucking Ben Affleck coming back as Batman. I get it. But
it's something to take your mind off the same bullshit every fucking day. People should want to fucking venture out and get into something different and want to, let's see what's going on over here. Let's check this guy's YouTube channel out. Let's see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Let's give it a chance. But no, the same fucking assholes want to do the same fucking thing every fucking day of the week.
And it's all depressing. I'm not saying that I'm not saying the stuff that people put on social media aren't valid or aren't worth sharing.
It becomes depressing.
It's every day. It's every day. It really is.
Like, don't you get tired of it? Like, don't people like the same shit posting, sharing propaganda and politics and this person sucks. You got to vote for him in November. And come on, man. Don't you get tired of that shit?
And then I made a comment about this too, and this is so fucking true. And it irks me to this day. People don't care about our trivia that we post. And again, I thought our trivia was engaging. I thought the topics that we've done, especially my cousin Vinny and other things that people have seen and like,
Yeah.
You would think people would be a little bit more engaging. They'd rather take those fake fucking trivias on Facebook that are literally
information. Yeah,
literally stealing. They're literally stealing your fucking information from you. You want to? I'm this type of Catholic. I just took a trivia to let me know that I'm this type of Catholic. No, you're not. I guarantee you will not get 15 right.
I'm a better Catholic than you.
The impossible trivia. You will never get these 15 songs.
Never.
And then people share it. I got 15 out of 15.
I better than you.
Look at me. 15. I got 15 out of 15. Yeah, go suck a dick. You literally just gave everybody you gave China your info.
If they want to come and drop a bomb on your fucking house,
they know.
Want to come and put coronavirus in your fucking kitchen.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting how people are, and everybody's
brainwashed. That's what it
seriously.
Is. Everybody's brainwashed. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is trying to brainwash other people.
Yeah.
In a way. I mean, that's what it is.
Anyway, because we went in way off topic.
That's all right, but we had fun.
But this stream is exactly what I want to do on another stream. I want to take it to the next level. I've been wanting to do so. But so let's end this stream on this note. Because I really don't want to get too far into the negative. I really did want to talk about the entertainment news of this week, the bigger news that came out yesterday, with DC Fandom coming out tomorrow, with everybody excited, about the upcoming, all the upcoming news and whatever they're going to show tomorrow. I really don't know what it is, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, I'm excited about everything we talked about,
right.
Except for the Mets coronavirus. It's not exciting.
It's an embarrassing thing called a Major League Baseball season.
Yeah, I mean it's bad enough when a team in any sport gets infected by this, but it's even worse when it's your actual team that you like.
Oh yeah.
So
it couldn't have been the Yankees. Right.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been more people. As of now, it's only 2 people, but
yeah.
But we'll see. But so James, let everybody know where they can find you. I tried putting everything down for you. So obviously, if people want to look you up, hit you up.
You can look me up on Facebook. My name is right at the bottom of the screen.
Facebook. I got your Twitter.
You got my Twitter, okay?
Well, that's your Twitter, right?
Yeah, that is. Well, is it?
Wouldn't they just search you up on Twitter, James?
No, my Twitter is actually at Jesse James 71978. That's my Twitter.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, if I would have known that, I would have put that up.
And my Instagram is.
I know your Instagram. I know that, but you can actually search your Instagram based on your name.
Hey, and there you have it.
And then, guys, here's the thing: what I'm trying to implement, and again, it's really not. Whether you want to do it or you're not, it's fine. Those of you that know me personally, or if you just, you just subscribed, to which I'm, thank you if you did. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. For future content or whatever. But so on my on my screen now, you have that's my Instagram name, spelled with zeros because somebody obviously has Just Your Average Joe with O's. But that's also my Cash App name. So for those of you that do have the Cash App, you can look me up typing out that name. And if you guys want a tip or if you guys want to donate something, it's going to go strictly to the channel because I'm always looking to upgrade my stuff. Whether it's better lighting, I'm in the market for a new camera, which, I'm not there yet. But that's something that I definitely want to upgrade eventually. And of course, I'm working on a 2011 laptop. Again, it's doing everything I own, everything that I'm using for my YouTube channel is doable and is usable, and it's good for now. But these are all things that I'm looking to definitely upgrade in the future. Right now I'm using a USB mic just easier to do so. Obviously, somewhere down the road, I would love to do and use an XLR mic for better sound. But of course, you need a mixer. It's a lot of investment. So again, I'm not asking for it. If you want to do it, you do it. It's up there. You want to hit me up with $1? Hit me up with $1. If you like what you see, you like this face, you like these blue eyes.
Guys, he likes just the tip, so just give him a tip.
Just the tip. JTP. That's what I'm going to put, just a tip. No, but seriously. So, I mean, it's up there again. I rehashed it in my head and I went over it for days and I thought to myself, should I do it? Should I not do it? But fuck it. You know, if people want to do it, let them do it. Not everybody has a Cash App anyway, but, and again, this is only going towards upgrading and making this channel better. Better for you guys. And also it goes without saying that if you guys ever have an idea or a topic or anything that you want either myself or anybody that I've been co-hosting with to cover, please. I've been saying this, and again, I had a lot, dude.
Share your ideas, guys. We want to hear them.
The feedback that I got from that Bush album review that I did a couple of weeks ago. First of all, it's one of my most viewed posts. It's one of my most viewed uploads. But dude, the comments that I got, were it was worth it. I loved every comment that I got. Obviously I answered all of them, but it made me feel it made me feel good. It made me feel like, okay, and it wasn't like I'm not saying that you got to comment, oh shit, great video, whatever, or do great content. No, they were answering questions that I did in the review.
That's really good.
They were engaging. So
there's more fans than you realize. That people, you're talking about you're a Bush fan, so all the Bush fans were there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping to do with DC fans. That's what I'm hoping to do with fans that are fans of Ben Affleck as the Batman in general, just fans of
movie fans in general.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I may look.
We like to talk about. Yeah.
We may not have discussed a topic that you're into, that you might have wanted us to. So, dude, let us know. Put it in the comment. Let's talk about it next time.
Right.
And then and so on and so forth. So again, you can find James if you want to look him up on Instagram, James Mooney. I'm pretty sure if you type his name out on Twitter, you might be able to find him. If not, he said what'd you say? It was Jesse James 71978.
Jesse James 71978. Right.
And I currently do not have a Twitter.
I'm right about that.
Never had a Twitter. Never going to. And
pretty much interact with everybody. Yep. At Jesse James 71978.
Yeah.
I have 203 followers on Twitter.
So guys, and you can follow me on that Instagram. So if you guys want to message me either on here or on there and talk about things that I've discussed on this stream, or even give us ideas for new topics or stuff that you want us to talk about, and I will be very up to the challenge in doing so. Because it just makes honestly, it makes my job easier. You're basically giving me the show. This is what I want you to do, a show. I want you to do a show on dog shit. Dog shit.
And you can just take a video of your dogs taking a shit. Look, here it is, dog shit.
Just don't message me and tell me a video on dog shit is better than this. I watched a video on dog shit and it was better than your stream. Now, Norton, I want you to fuck me in the ass. I don't know why I thought of that. Dude, I'll never forget being in your house on Diamond Street and you playing that tape of that's Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah. We actually wait, did I have it on? I had it on like audio cassette, right?
You had it on a cassette. Yeah, no, it was a cassette tape.
I had it on VHS too.
No, but you played me the cassette tape of it.
I remember watching it on VHS in your house actually too.
Yeah, we definitely watched. We probably rented it on Blockbuster.
Endor too.
Yeah, but I remember you playing that dude and him making fun of Mr. T.
Hysterical. Oh man, yeah.
And then and the Honeymooners, that skit.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So
what came from my memories the other day on yesterday on Facebook, as I had shared it last year, was Eddie Murphy Saturday Night Live when he was James Brown in the Celebrity Hot Tub.
too hot in the hot tub. Dude, I love that scene. I really did.
The whole special was great. That's another one.
Yeah.
When Mr. White, that was great.
Yeah. I agree. All right, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this stream. I'm actually surprised we took it over an hour, but that's because we ventured off to another topic.
Yeah, we went into other stuff. That's all right.
But guys, let me know what you think at home after you watch this. Let me know what you guys are anticipating tomorrow's fandom. DC fandom. Let me know your thoughts on Ben Affleck returning for the Flashpoint movie. Whether you're a fan of the Deftones, let me know if you got a chance to listen to their new single. Let me know what you thought of that. We also briefly talked about the Exorcist reboot that's supposedly coming out next year. What are your thoughts on that? I got the new Bat logo we talked about on with the Matt Reeves Batman on Robert Pattinson's Batman. Let me know what you thought about that. And of course, we also briefly talked about Nickelback and their cover of "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," which I definitely give. I definitely tell. I think everybody should just give it a listen. I do. I think it's worth at least a listen. Listen to it a couple of seconds. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But dude, let me ask you a question really quick before we log off, because I don't know who this is. So basically, the single, "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," is featuring Dave Martone. Who's Dave Martone?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking
he's got to be part of the Charlie Daniels band, no?
I'm thinking he's the guitarist that's doing this. Here, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to let you listen. Really quick. Guitar on this is awesome.
He's just a guitar player. Oh, he played with Nickelback. Dave Martone.
He's the guitarist?
He's just a guitarist in general, but he played with Nickelback.
All right.
I'm actually going to listen to it on my girl Alexa over here.
Yeah, no, listen to it. I definitely give it a listen to. And Dave Martone, he works his magic on that guitar. Really good shit. All right, James, thank you for coming on. And again, anybody wants to follow him, look him up. Anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, there's my my Instagram name. And again, I'm not begging, but if you guys want to, throw a tip here and there, if you guys have the Cash App, that is also my name on the Cash App as well. Again, all that stuff will go towards upgrading anything I need to upgrade on this channel, and that's that's also for you guys as well. It's not just for me. But James, let's do a stream if you want. Let's do something maybe this weekend.
Yeah,
I would love to. I want to talk about different things, not just movie related. Okay. All right, and maybe get some other people on there too.
All right,
we'll see what happens.
So this weekend, or you mean next weekend?
Well, it's Friday, so this weekend.
So either tomorrow or Sunday?
Yeah, probably Sunday.
Sunday? All right.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Well, let's see let's see what comes up in DC fandom tomorrow. Maybe we'll come on and we'll talk about whatever's going on in DC fandom.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. So,
all right. Yeah,
yep.
maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do another stream like this, but whatever they cover on the fandom tomorrow.
And we could do like a more personal stream next week.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. Everybody that was watching live, thank you for joining. And anybody that comes into this stream non-live, again, drop a comment. Let me know what you think, and also hit that like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, subscribe if you haven't yet already. But this has been another episode of Real Talk Live with myself and my co-host James Mooney. And James, peace out.
Peace out. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
All right. Just Your Average Joe saying peace.